What's going on, Facebook? What's up, YouTubes? It's Bobby C, aka Catfish, bringing you another preview reaction video of one of our 2020 recruits, Tyler Barron from Catholic High School in Knoxville, Tennessee. We got one of his coaches on the show, former VFL, great linebacker, one of my favorite linebackers. No, you are my favorite linebacker, Rico. How you
Let's
doing,
go.
buddy?
Hey, I'm well. I can't complain. I'm happy to be here.
Well, that's good. We're going to go over one of your former players. Tell everybody what you do over there at Catholic.
I was defensive line coach this past season. It was my first year over there. It was a lot of fun. First year playing in that big boy level, the big level of private school football here in the state. It was a blast. Got to coach a bunch of talented young men, and, man, it was an awesome experience.
What was it like coaching Tyler Barron in that whole recruiting process? I'm sure you knew all these schools was wanting him. Ohio State, there's bunches of schools that wanted Tyler. What was it like having him on the team, and what was some of his character traits in high school that you appreciated?
Um, Competitor. He was a competitor. The guy's an unbelievable talent. I mean, you normally don't get guys that big. I mean, right around 6'5", 250
Mm.
pounds. I mean, his fastest recorded 40 was a 4.5. Like, think about that. Hey, that's guys getting ready for the combine these days. And that was a senior in high school this past season for me. And, I mean, you saw it every day in practice. The quickness, the speed, the power. I mean, he could bull rush you. He was great with his hands. Football IQ was off the charts. I'm as excited for him as I am any freshman going into UT right now. And I'm telling you, I think this guy's going to be a great addition to the team this year. I mean, physically, he's already gifted to where he can come in and compete. But then you add his skill set, he's a guy that's going to play. I'd bet all my money he'll be out there on Saturdays in Neyland Stadium playing football. No question about it.
Well, somebody like him, they were double teaming him. How did he handle those double teams his senior season? Was he able to get the moves and the coaching and the footwork and the technique to beat those double teams?
Listen, it went from double teams to triple teams. We we go back and watch film and be like, dang, we didn't realize that on the field, but Tyler would get triple teamed every once in a while. And I mean, he would keep fighting. He had no quit in him.
Well,
He had no quit, and he listened. And I like that he would try to get his teammates to make plays too. You follow me?
you helped us out on the Volunteer Roadshow this season, and I heard you and Billy use this term. Was he nasty? Was he nasty in practice? Was he nasty on the field that you were talking about, that good old nasty attitude you wanted to see out of a defensive player?
So look, he has that nasty streak in him, but athletically and talent wise, it was such a gap that he didn't have to use it as much. But guess what? He's up there with the big boys now, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more of that nastiness because you're going to have to use it to shut some guys down. You got to give a guy extra little something to slow him down a little bit.
Well, y'all saw the highlights. Rico, he's a beast. You're right. He didn't have to be nasty, but he's fixing to have to get nasty playing Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
Florida. Tell me what you expect out of him his freshman year.
No doubt in my mind that he's going to play. God willing, he stays healthy and everything like that. He's going to play. I think he'd play anywhere in the country. This fall. So I say Vol fans have something to be excited for. You got a guy that if he's not starting by season end, I'll be surprised. But I'm pretty certain that he's going to be playing early in the season. He's just that good of a player. It was a privilege to coach him, and I'm telling you, I can't wait for y'all to see what I got to see every day in practice. You know what I mean? Like the boy's skill set is crazy. His potential is it's unbelievable. So I'm waiting to see what happens.
Well, we're going to save the good for last, but I want you to be honest. Be
Okay.
honest with us. What do you think the cons are, his weaknesses coming in? What do you think he's going to have to work on to play in the SEC?
Dang. Weakness?
Everybody's got them.
Hey, listen, I'm going to say this. It's going to sound crazy, but it's just adapting to the competition. I don't know. I feel like when you've been that good for so long and, playing high school kids, if he gets to college and competes and, adjusts to that competition, he'll be fine, dude. He'll be fine. That's the only weakness is, like when he get there with bigger guys, is he going to do the same thing? And I think he will. I mean, because like I said, his skill set's crazy and he has the size and stuff for it, man. So it's just literally seeing him do it at the next level. That's it.
What position do you think he's going to play? And do you think that's going to be the same position as freshman year, as a senior year? Where do you see the trajectory? There's been a lot of guys come in, like Al Wilson came in as a safety, ended up as a linebacker. My co-host Billy Ratliff came in as a linebacker. He got big, ended up as a D tackle. There's just been some guys that changed position. What do you see out of his position?
Well, like I said, he has a rare combination of size and speed. So I could see him starting off as an outside linebacker, in this defense that Coach Pruitt runs. And I don't know, sophomore, even junior year, I could see him playing a 3 technique, because he's big and strong enough, but he's also fast enough and agile enough to play outside. So I think he'll probably start off at outside, off the edge. And, as time goes on, and he gets some more of those sessions in with Coach Fitz over there and eating that good old food, he'll probably progress into a NFL 3 technique.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, I get
your prediction. How many sacks do you think he'll have his freshman year? Give me
I can't put that out. I don't know. I don't know.
Can we get 5 out of him? We got to be able to get 5 out of him. Can we get 5 sacks out of him? You think he's got what it takes?
Hey, if everything goes right, he'll get 5 sacks. I'd love to see it. I'm biased, of course, but I'd love to see that. But, I mean, if he didn't get a sack, that's still my guy. As long as he's causing some havoc back there, disrupting things, I'm happy.
Well, they want him to eat over there at UT. Give me a number. You wouldn't give me a number of sacks, but if I took him out to Crystal Burgers, how many Crystal Burgers could he knock out, do you think? If you had to put your money on it.
I ain't been to Crystal since 2008.
I could knock out 10. Can you think he can knock out 10 Crystal Burgers?
Oh yeah, that's a growing boy right there, growing young man. He probably could get 12. I say he could get 12 of those.
Now Billy, he's in the room next to me over here. He can knock down about 20 of them if you wanted to, but he's acting like he's losing weight, but he ain't losing weight.
Oh yeah, big worm on a diet.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of them seafood diets. But anyway, Rico, I appreciate it coming on and talking about one of your former players. And
always a pleasure.
I hope we can do this again and get you back on the show on a regular basis. But I'm excited for Tyler Barron to wear that big orange.
I am too.
The tradition of that defensive side. He's got that defensive nasty attitude, and that's what we want. We need some dogs. So I appreciate you coming on, Rico.
Thanks for having me. Take it easy.
All right, guys. Y'all know what's coming next. Thanks for tuning in. Go Vols.
Go
Tyler
Vols.
Barron is going to get 5 sacks minimum next season. I promise you that.
I love it. I love to see it.